You know, it just got me thinking. In Zootopia, since all of the animals walk and talk like humans, does that mean that the Batman equivalent would be an animal that dresses like a human? Okay, so basically since the year like 2009 with Princess and the Frog, Disney's really been crushing it with their animated movies. And they had a little rough patch before then with the rise of Pixar and DreamWorks and all of that, but really, look at all their movies since then. You got Princess and the Frog, you got Tangled, Winnie the Pooh, which was pretty good, but not a lot of people saw, Wreck-It Ralph, Frozen, Big Hero 6, and now we have Zootopia. And Zootopia follows the story of a little bunny, Officer Judy Hopps. She really wants to be a cop, but there's never been a bunny cop before, so she was raised on this little carrot farm, and she moves to the big city of Zootopia to fulfill her dream. And then she runs into a fox played by Jason Bateman, and they ultimately have to work together to solve a missing persons case. Now, it's weird reviewing an animated Disney movie, because even in the ones that aren't good, there's still some things that you know are going to be amazing. So, like, do I touch on those things? Like, for example, the animation. You know the animation in a Disney movie is just gonna be solid. And in Zootopia, it's completely solid. This is some of the best animation I've seen on the big screen in a while. I mean, it's got a lot of really vibrant colors and cool designs. The city of Zootopia is actually laid out. It's in a bunch of districts, almost like the Hunger Games. So you have a rainforest section, an Arctic section, you have like a savanna section, all to accommodate these different animals that are living there. You don't get to see all of them, but the stuff that you do see is really cool. And I like seeing the different designs of, like, even not just in their own zones, but like inside the big bustling city area. There was like a little mouse zone where all of the buildings are that tall. Yeah, the movie looks great. And the characters are awesome. Nick Wilde and Judy Hopps, they're both great. They have really good chemistry together. Of course, you've seen these similar characters and the similar story 100 times over, but they worked really well together, and the movie takes time to flesh out their backstories too, which again, you've seen those backstories a couple times, but they add enough of a spin onto it where it still feels kind of fresh. Now, the comedy in this movie is great because there's a lot of adult humor, while also mixing in some jokes for the kids, but there's definitely some where it's gonna go right over the kids' heads, but then they can rewatch it in a few years and be like, oh my gosh, never realized that before. My favorite scene in the movie was with a character called Mr. Big. I'm not gonna tell you any more in case you haven't seen the movie, but just Mr. Big. I hadn't laughed that hard in theaters in quite a while. I thought I was gonna annoy some of the people sitting around me. Now, where some of my issues lie with the movie, it's more of like in the plot and the themes and the tones of the movie. This movie does a lot of social commentary on things like gender roles and police brutality and really heavy-handed stuff. And in the beginning of the movie, it's really forced, like when she's a kid and they're all telling her like, you're never gonna be a bunny cop because bunnies are just supposed to grow carrots. Like all this stuff, and her parents are just like, yeah, give up on your dreams, honey, and just be a bunny carrot lady. So of course, Judy Hopps is like, yeah, I'm gonna defy the odds, I'm gonna be the first bunny cop. And then it feels like, a happy, giddy Disney trope movie that's trying to like force in a lot of themes. But as the movie goes on, it learns how to put those themes in there, but in a much more subtle way. And with that, I thought, okay, that is really cool. Like there's a scene in this movie, when the heroes are supposed to hit their lowest low. That scene has a lot to say about like, how the media can twist things and police brutality and how it's hard to like conclude something when you don't have all the data to it. I want to keep it vague, but that's generally how it goes. And that was really cool. And since this is kind of like a missing persons whodunit case, there's a point in this movie where you're just like, all right, I know exactly who the villain is. I know exactly why they're doing this, what their motivation is. But it happens before the movie tells you. So it's just like, all right, let's just fast forward here. But everything else in the movie was really solid. I love the characters, I love the animation. The music also was really good, done by Michael Giacchino, who did, a lot of the Star Trek stuff and a lot of J.J. Abrams movies. A really funny movie, definitely one of the best of the year so far. So check it out if you haven't already. So in the comments, tell me your favorite 3D animated Disney movie. No Pixar here. So we're basically talking anything from Chicken Little till now, minus Princess and the Frog and Winnie the Pooh. Comment down below, let me know what that is. Mine, I'm gonna say Wreck-It Ralph. Yeah, it's definitely Wreck-It Ralph. And guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, you can click subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.